real because I hit the button anyway.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know you did.
Slap
I waited
that button,
for
dude.
just the right moment to induce that little sense of panic you give me every time you say, "You don't see anything."
I
It's
don't know
true.
if that's comparable.
That's true. You're right. I should do more.
It's it's okay,
Oh, yeah,
Caitlin.
why wouldn't you?
just
Why wouldn't you?
You just DM once, sometime soon, or not even soon. Just DM once, get Connor on the game, and you can traumatize him then.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
You could do that.
better idea. Just get him in something you can direct him, and then you can traumatize him.
There we go.
Yeah, snap
Yeah.
finger employment.
I mean, as long as I'm getting
That'll show
paid.
him. Employment.
Oh,
I
wow.
was like, oh,
A credit.
no.
My first
Oh.
one in 2.5 years.
Oh, don't go
Yeah,
ahead.
be like that.
Oh,
Remember
please
Taliesin
don't.
talking about how he'd make people cry in the booth, and he was just like, "Yeah, it's another day."
Yeah, please. Oh, please don't. Please don't employ me. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hate
Whoa.
Do you
Oh.
wanna? He told me this story, and I put it on an audio interview. So I think it's okay to tell if you want me to tell it real fast. I don't want to hold things up too long though, but it is a good story.
Sure, go for it. I'm still getting.
Okay, Taliesin
I'm
Jaffe,
still opening
right?
windows.
Taliesin Jaffe of Critical Role. Everybody loves him. He did anime directing back in the day for the dubs. Hellsing is his baby, but he also directed the Read or Die TV series.
Oh, he did.
And yeah, and he told me the story of how like one day one of the lead actresses came in and she seemed a little off, and he was like, "Oh, what's happened?" And I think it was a horse. She said, "Oh, my horse has passed away." I think she owned horses or something. It was an animal of some kind anyway. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Are you sure you want to go today?" And she was like, "No, yeah, you know what? It'll be good. I, kind of get things out emotionally. Just it'll be good." So he was like, "All right, yeah, let's go." And that day she had like a super emotional scene, and he was like, she was almost there, but she couldn't quite get where we needed her. So I decided to do this, and I pushed the button, and I said to her, "Nobody loves you, and you're gonna die alone. Go!" And she just fucking broke down, just like wailing, and she's like, "Cut, good!" And he ran into the booth and gave her hugs, like, "I'm sorry, it's great. Oh, it was good." Because Sarah, he says to me, pain is temporary, but art is forever.
Wow.
I love that man.
Yike.
I would have nodded to that man and punched him in the balls, and then I went, "I love you too."
Incredible stuff, truly.
Maybe I shouldn't get into this line of work. I might get into fights.
Not impossible.
I don't think Taliesin would pull that on just anyone. He knows his actors. He knows how to read you.
That's fair.
Sarah, not
Twitter's
even
anything to
Arkoff
believe in.
knows how to read me. Connor only has a vague understanding of the rune script.
Anyway, hi.
Indeed.
He'll come back to his triple-decker mansion. I'll be, like, rising up from his couch and be like, "We needed honey." "Okay, so did you get honey?" "No, I bought bees." The house is just full of bees.
Wow,
I see.
All the honey we want, Connor! All flavors!
We're almost there. Now I just gotta get him out of the chandelier.
I'm just beating it with a towel, going, "Get out of here!"
My foyer! Not my foyer!
I'm sorry! Forgive me, Connor!
Well, speaking of ruined foyers, welcome everybody to another exciting episode of Gateway.
Wow.
Hope you're all ready for a fantastic session here today with my players, who will introduce themselves momentarily, starting with the ever-amazing Boobs McBalrow.
Oh, hi. My name is Caitlin Elizabeth, also known as Boobs McBalrog all over the internet. What can I talk about right now? Oh, yes. Recently I announced, even though this happened some time ago, I got to direct on Tekken. I haven't said it a whole lot out loud lately, but I've been doing voiceover direction for video games for the past 2 years. So there's a whole bunch of projects I've been working on. And that's one of them, and it's really exciting. And that's why I've been incredibly quiet online and haven't been able to stream, because it's eating my whole life, but in a good way, and I'm excited about it. That's all for me right now.
It's a lot of hard-earned successes.
Shanks.
Up next, we've got my very good friend, Fringe Type.
Hello, my name is Fringe Type. Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the chat. Like I said, I'm Fringe. I'm a voice actor and a writer, and you can find me on twitch.tv/Fringe Type. I stream throughout the week. I am doing a summer-long donathon called Fringe Fest, where I will go ahead and showcase games. I'm raising money to go ahead and fund my financial well-being. It's been going pretty well so far, especially today. I got a bit of a windfall last week, so I want to thank personally every single person who went ahead and came out to go ahead and watch my streams throughout the week, playing things like Mandragora and the Liza P DLC. I took a little bit of that money, a little bit over 100, and I went to the most magical place today. I went to Costco. And like,
Let's go, Kirkland!
I got Kirkland brats. I got a boatload of those. Thanks to your support, guys, I really want to thank you guys for this. I actually have food in my fridge in my kitchen, and I actually have like stuff cleaned, and I got new shoes and pants. Like, you guys are helping me, so I really want to thank you for that. On top of everything else, I did that. I went to a couple of stores. I drove to my sister. I fixed 3 cars. I cleaned around my apartment, and I tried some of the spices I got at Costco. I hate how delicious they are. They're so
Spices
good.
are, in fact, the spice of life.
They really are. My favorite is a salt, pepper, garlic blend that's just, I don't know the ratio, but it makes me very excited. So if you want to go ahead and continue to help me, help you by I give you the funny and you give me the money, you can come down to twitch.tv/Fringe Type, where I play horror games of Sarah on Thursdays. I go ahead and play variety stuff like retro games, indie games, RPGs, other horror games, and my favorite right now, Mandragora. It's a Metroidvania. The people who made Salt and Sanctuary also worked on this. If you know anything about me, I love that game. So, bada bing. Oh, so yeah, I love video games. So yeah, that's me. Come on down and I'll make you giggle. Sorry that was long-winded, but a lot happened today. My bad. That's me.
Up next, we've got Lanny Pator.
Hi, I'm Lanny. I also like video games. Right now, I'm trying out some of that Hades 2. I've been enjoying that. It's pretty fun. Seems I jumped in like right before the full release launch, so. But I'm a good ways into it. It's been a fun time. I'm waiting for the the next Cyberpunk patch to drop, because they announced the next anime. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for more of that. And beyond that, working on a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes. Check out Tales Unwritten if you like role-playing content, though. TalesUnwritten.com. It's a ADD live show for people with ADD. So, it's the best way to describe it. Check it out. It's a fun time. That's me.
Excellent, excellent. And up next, we've got Sarah. Where can they find you, and what are you up to?
I'm on Blue Sky and YouTube. It's Sarah with an H-M with an E. Will ya? I don't think I have anything to show today, or it's just double day. No, getting into life. Yeah.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. Alrighty.
Guess that's me.
And up next, we've got Xanalis Grim.
Hey, that's me. Do you like TT RPG content? Because, whew, am I in a lot of it. First off, you can catch me tomorrow, twitch.tv/BurnoutVon at 3 p.m. PST for some Those Who Wonder. Then Mondays, twitch.tv/XanalisGrim at 7 p.m. PST for some Stalwart Souls. Then twitch.tv/Distortion Devil at 1 p.m. PST for some Vecna Eve of Ruin. Then twitch.tv/Monty Glue on Thursdays at 7 p.m. PST for some Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Then back on Connor's channel, twitch.tv/distortiondevil at 3:30 p.m. PST on Fridays for some Cat Source Guide. And then right back here on Saturdays, 6 p.m. PST, Unexpectables for some Gateway. But that is me for now. Hey Connor, what are you up to?
Well, they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. You can find all my TTRPG content over at youtube.com/Devils and Dice Rolls and patreon.com/Devils and Dice Rolls if you feel like supporting what I do and maybe getting some Patreon benefits. Just a couple days ago, I finally beat the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC after
I'm
six
so proud of you.
consecutive streams of fighting that guy. I finally fucking got him in the most cinematic way possible. It was very cathartic. I finally did it. And I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do after Elden Ring because we're getting close to the end of the game here. So I've got a poll going on right now in my Discord channel to decide what I'm to play next.
I'd say Liza P.
Liza P is on there. We've got God of War Ragnarok, Disco Elysium, In Verbis Virtus, and Sword and Sorcery.
I never finished Disco Elysium, but I know you'd get a kick out of it.
I have a feeling I'd get a kick out of it as well.
Really funny.
And there are 5 days left in that poll, so if you're a subscriber, then you can get in on that poll. Yes, but that is about it for me. I do have a little bit of bad news. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, all of those games are canceled next week.
What happened?
I believe it's all for different reasons. Well, actually, no. Monty will be gone for the Tuesday and the Wednesday.
Vacation.
It's a great time to catch up on Tales Unwritten.
It's true.
Come on down, see your old boyfriend over there.
Indeed, indeed. But we're not going to leave you hanging, but that is not for me to talk about. But just let everybody know, next week, at least on my channel, no Eve of Ruin, no Unexpectables, and no Gateway next week. But we will be having something. You'll see when the time comes. Yes. But that is about it for me. This episode of Gateway is brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice!
That's right.
Yeah!
Die Hard Dice. It's your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you head over to dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables. You can save 10% on your order. As well, check out our merch store. We've got all sorts of fantastic bits of merch out there. All of our designs are available as a variety of products. And we are going to have more coming down that pipeline. Ooh, goodness, so stay tuned. That's from me wolfing down my dinner before this. But yes, we also couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. From people such as JNP. Thank you for the 64 months. Gateway on my birthday? Praise the Overseer. Have fun, everyone. Yeah. The 7, thank you for the 500 bits. Nice work, Sarah. Zombie Master, thank you for the 5 bits. Bioflavonoids. Indeed. This stream is chock full of bioflavonoids.
It's true.
In this economy?
Indeed.
Now?
Bull Honkinator, thank you for the 10,000 bits. Woo!
Holy shit snacks.
Missed the last stream. Bioflavonoids got me quaking, but tonight is Gateway. Yeah, boy.
got any more of those bioflavonoids?
Fun Cobbler, thank you for the 13 months. Just finished a D&D session today. You know it's good when you get home and you have a headache. Oh yeah, I've had D&D sessions like that before. But let's see if we have a session like that on tonight's episode of Gateway. And also Kale Ward, thank you for the 36 months. 1 million years, Gateway!
Million years, Gateway!
Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right.
When last we left the runaways, Apex the Wildman, Louise the Scavenger, Alvin the Mechanic, Cynthia the Nurse, and Theo the Combat Medic. They had been scattered throughout the Emerald Acropolis, Theo being shown a budding mushroom that is said to absorb radiation by Orchid. Alvin and Louise accompanied old Cletus to the animal pens to make some repairs, while Apex and Cynthia were in an elevator shaft with Johann, listening in on a conversation with an entity known only as the Preacher. The two discussed the runaways' presence, and the Preacher warned Johann of the Brotherhood of Steel's disposition. This conversation ended with Johann still refusing the Preacher and his people entry into his land. Promising patience, the conversation ended, but quickly afterwards, the Acropolis was assailed by a swarm of angry-looking black bugs. Now, with the buzzing brigands bested, a quiet tension settles on the people of the Acropolis, having survived their first major obstacle. Where will this lead? Find out now on tonight's episode of Gateway.
And as the dust begins to settle, I'm just gonna throw this on here. Flares slowly burning out of existence, the blaringly red night sky now fading back into its blackish blue. The relative dimness of torchlight settles back on the streets of the Acropolis, and things begin to calm down. The shattered black carapaces of these large bugs litter the streets. Scared and confused people begin to wander from their homes.
If I recall correctly, was I able to keep the last one that I wrestled alive?
You were, yes.
Yes, okay, so I do have the one alive. It's afraid!
Yeah, remind me how you're containing this again?
Well, as a bug, I either would have disabled it by removing its wings and legs, or I would have simply broken them to the point where they can't move.
Gotcha.
Oh, you were assuming he wanted to have another pet like the Yagwai. No.
No, this is for study.
What?
This was a coordinated attack by bugs. I find that fascinating.
Alright, you easily managed to, in its weakened state, you managed to, find a couple of its more, important legs, and you just snap them at the joints, immobilizing the creature.
Jeez.
You're not sure. That's for the interrogation.
I don't speak bug.
I'm from Fallout Buenos Aires, and I say kill them all.
A good bug is a dead bug. I'm doing my part.
As people begin to study the sky and look around and seeing no other of these large black insects and having realized that the danger is past, people begin to speak among themselves. Like, oh, well, what happened? Was it an attack?
Which way did they fly off towards? Like the swarm that left?
There weren't terribly many left when all was said and done. There was probably only a handful of the large black bugs, but it's a little bit hard to pick out. These creatures blend into the night sky quite well. But go ahead and make a wits roll for me.
Okie dokie. D6s, 2 of those, plus that. 11.
11. Alright. Give me half a shake here. There we go. Alright. We got that squared away. Right. 11. You're pretty sure you saw them heading northwestish. From what you hazard, they probably flew past the river.
Apex just looking up into the night sky as he's like bending the bug's leg the way it shouldn't bend. Snap!
What are you, bug sympathizer?
Think of it like a crab. How do you eat a crab leg?
Deliciously.
I don't know.
Ball
Deliciously.
snapping.
The remaining creature you've got is not going anywhere. People begin to just sort of naturally move towards the grand square, you notice. As all manner of people, ghoul, super mutant, and human alike, begin to congregate in the grand square.
Yes. We are freshly in the aftermath of the bug situation, correct?
That is correct.
I would have immediately gone back to where the vault is.
Johan's place?
Yeah.
How big is this bug that I've captured? Like,
Um,
size and weight-wise?
I'd say it's about the size of a very large breed of dog, I would have to say.
Okay, like
Mountain
Saint
dog.
Bernard, German Shepherd.
Yeah, Saint Bernard.
All right, I cannot weaponize this thing. I can weaponize parts of him. Either way, I'm gonna drag it. Gonna grab like the carapace of its like the shell behind its neck, so
It
can't,
offers-
like, look back and snap at me.
It offers what little resistance it can, which is ineffectual to you.
I just kind of start dragging it. Probably like the same as Cynthia, without really like coordinating. I'd just be heading back towards Johan's place.
That makes sense.
So you're heading towards Johan's hut at the top of Green Seat, or you're heading towards the entrance of Vault 40, which is down
that not
here.
the Oh, it's not the same. I thought Johan's.
No,
hut
they're-
was- Well, then I'd be heading towards the Grand Square because that's where I imagine people would start to gather after all this nonsense.
Gotcha, yes.
Which would still lead us in the same direction at first. Nani?
Actually,
And I
let me
heard a
just
pop
flip
sound
in.
and everyone reacted.
Pop.
Popcat.
That was just the bug's leg.
Why is this not working?
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Oh, there we go. All right, I got it. And I'm actually gonna zoom out a little. But yes, for the audience's sake, Johan's hut is right here, the very top of Green Seat,
Ah,
and the entrance to Vault 40 is right here in this smaller mound. But Cynthia, you are heading towards that hut?
Yeah. Since
Okay.
that's where I'm gonna be like sure that no one's paying attention to me, if at all possible.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a wits.
I knew. Let's see. I think. Oh crap! Of course, I have to check which my things are. Shoot, that ain't it. Why do I never open this early enough? Okay, wait. Okay, it's fine. I'm here. We're rolling.
You're cognizant. You're in the
happening.
area.
Oh, it'll happen.
I'm
the
going
zone.
to
Always come.
7.
7. Okay. As a courser, your body is implanted with certain augmentations that enhance your strength, enhance your speed.
Hotness.
But one of the most useful, that's true. But one of the most useful you find is the fact that you can now move more quietly. Some sort of implant in your ankles allows you smooth, quick, and quiet motion. And you sneak off towards the hut.
Neat.
Would you see Apex along the way dragging a bug?
I don't know. Do I see him, Connor?
I'm
Be careful
certainly
what
not
you
hiding.
say.
Yeah, if you're not making your presence hidden, then yes, the giant bug would absolutely be noticeable.
It's just kind of like wriggling, like its pincers kind of like gnashing in the air.
Oh God.
What the fuck was that?
That's the noise it's making.
It's trying
Oh, okay.
with its shattered wings.
Yeah, its wings are it's odd. It's like broken like glass almost.
Oh.
I'm just walking.
Apex, what
dragging
the?
it. Oh, hey. I got one alive.
Just shakes her head and keeps walking towards the hut.
Where are you going?
Just come on.
Okay. I follow you, dragging the bug.
He sounds so happy.
All right.
I figured it could be studied. That seemed like not typical bug behavior.
She's just quietly walking. Like, I don't have time for the explanation of the bug.
I offer it freely.
As
Not much for
Cynthia,
words right now, gotcha.
as Cynthia and Apex begin to go back towards the entrance of Vault 40, Alvin and Louise.
I mean, Louise has just picked herself off the ground, dusted herself off, and sort of surveyed things. So... And she's saying this to Jet, because I assume Jet's still nearby. I'm assuming that doesn't normally happen?
No. No, it don't.
Fucking hell. First things first, though. Fucking cool! Second thing. Hey, Alvin, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. It didn't even get me at all. I say as I throw a bug to, bug to the floor. I want to roll a wits roll to make sure that I don't look like I'm completely radiated exhausted in front of two ladies.
Since when is this a thing you care about?
That's gonna be a body roll if you're trying not to look like you're exhausted, or maybe a charm roll, I guess.
He cares about
Let's do body.
appearances.
It's a little harder.
You're trying to maintain your posture through the pain and the sickness.
Yes, I don't want to like.
What's your radiation level, by the way?
I don't want to worry Louise, and I also don't want to give Jet more shit. Like, oh, that was a good fight. Passes out like Peter Griffin.
I mean, again, in terms of radiation, you should be fine because you did take a Rad-X.
Well, I have 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10.
3 to 10? Alright, well, you will be taking a -1 to this.
Okay, so either or. Either or would be good then for this. Okay, so bam, that's an 8.
Okay. You're a little bit wobbly on your feet, but you look better than you rightly ought to in your current state.
Hmm.
See, you ain't
Louise
lost your
narrows
touch?
Eyes. Louise narrows eyes, but she will give Alvin the benefit of the doubt and not use fucking takes one to know one on him.
As Jet begins to reattach Blue Ridge to her stump leg, she heaves herself off the floor and begins directing people to either get back into their homes or to follow her and check to see some damages. And eventually she's got a small squad with her that are going around and inspecting other huts.
Do me and Alvin take note of the fact that it looks like a bunch of people are heading towards the square?
Yeah, it's pretty obvious to pick up. You see people in the White Razor camps beginning to sort of funnel towards the gate. The two super mutant guards at the gate look confused at each other, and then eventually they open the gates and let the people in, seeing no other recourse and fearing that maybe panic might spread if they're barred. The guards do open the gates and allow this flood of White Razors into the Grand Square.
I'll be walking alongside Louise and lean over toward Jet a little bit. So if this isn't the, so if you haven't had an attack like this, when is this the first time? Have you ever had assaults like this before, or at least kind of on this scale?
Well, I reckon our first attack was us, so yes and no.
Nice.
That situation got resolved a lot more peacefully than this one, though.
Well, you want us to do anything to help out, or do you want us to fuck off?
You just stay out of my way.
No trouble. While you're doing that, you want me to go ahead and check on any damage?
I already said what I need from you.
You got her. You do your business then.
Kind of leans over to Alvin. Guess that means just help out as long as we ain't in the way.
Damn right.
All right, you take point. I'll just follow your lead.
All right, you got her. All right. As I'm walking, I'll just kind of just word out to anybody. Anybody who has anything is broken or their house got beaten down, you let me know. I'll fix it up.
Louise starts to snicker a little bit. I was just thinking, we never have normal dates, do we? Oh, God.
As you begin wandering
useful things.
You begin wandering the White Razor camps, looking for people that you can help. Go ahead and both of you roll me whatever stat you think would help in this situation.
Smarts.
All right, Alvin's rolling smarts.
Yes. Yeah, I guess smarts too, because my smarts is actually as good as my wits, so it doesn't really matter.
That's 11.
That is also an 11.
11. All right, Alvin. You see a couple of these large tents in disrepair, and it's not hard to get them back up and functional. It's just resetting a couple of the spikes that are in the ground and pushing the tent back up. And you do a fine job. The tents look as good as new, basically. There's not a lot. You notice there's not actually a lot of destruction that took place. Like, all the tents and the buildings and the farms and stuff, they're fine.
Does anyone look, like, hurt? Because, I don't know, we could grab Theo or Cynthia. Well, grab Cynthia for the sake of the fact we don't know where she is, but, you know, that thing of, like, oh, maybe we need to grab Theo or Cynthia or something in case someone's looking poorly.
You notice that there are, in fact, several people that appear to be either hurt or lost.
Let me think. I was trying to remember, where were you, Theo?
Theo is in the Harbinger camps right now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, he's way away.
was the top of a roof, kind of keeping a higher position lookout on the area.
We'll get to you in a
probably
second.
See Apex and Cynthia walking. I'm thinking of calling him Centipede.
Cynthia's just like trying to be so discreet and like sneaking, and Apex is just holding the body of this bug. And he's like, I'm calling him Centipede. And it's just
She's got Apex tailing after her.
Just chittering and smacking its jaws together.
Do you guys both walk by the Harbinger camp?
We were leaving it. We were there.
Kind of before you leave, you'll hear, both of you will hear from Theo, kind of up from a high up position. Hey there, you both all right?
I look up and wave.
Cynthia just puts her face in her hands, like, what the fuck? I'm trying to be sneaky. And just walks forward, covering both sides of her face, staring at the ground.
Theo.
And then takes off running.
Theo, is
Now Apex
yours
thinks we're racing.
is yours still on the rooftop of this building? You're scanning around the Harbinger camp. Your laser rifle is cooling after its use. You see a bunch of ghouls clad in green clothes and armor, sort of after having sheared these bugs from the night sky with blades and bullets, beginning to sort of clean up the streets and investigate these odd creatures. A sight, however, catches your eye as you begin to look around. You see a creature's head pass by level with your position on the rooftop, as an impossibly tall ghoul slowly lumbers through the beaten road, crushing the corpses of these black bugs underneath it, off-white insect blood dripping from beneath his fingers and pulling beneath him, mixing with his own sort of glowing brown blood.
Never mind. That's more interesting to Apex now.
Real quick, Theo sees this. You said it was a ghoul, or is it a super mutant?
It is a ghoul. Well, you're not quite sure what it is, actually. It looks like it might be a ghoul, but this thing is impossibly tall for a ghoul. Not the large bulkiness you're used to seeing from maybe a super mutant behemoth. Rather, this creature looks tall and thin, and a expression that only reflects pain and a vacant mind is reflected on this being who rightfully should be in agony, you would surmise. And
feet tall.
It does sort of collapse to his knee. Is it not that tall, I would say.
How high is the rooftop that he's on?
Hang on. Let me get you a size chart here.
Oh dear.
D&D, we talking huge, we talking...
Cherry picker talls.
Maybe we got a gargantuan? Ooh.
Huge or just enormous, you know?
Big chongus man.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is like insanely tall. It's like 100 feet tall.
Oh!
I see.
So this is just here.
No, Apex would stop with the bug, like, just look up at that.
And it sort of goes to its knees, and you feel, rather than hear, the thud of it landing on the ground and in the dirt. Wounds opened up, presumably by these creatures, bleeding this sort of glowing greenish brown onto the floor, and it just sort of curls up and lets out a moan of pain. And Theo, it's a sound that brings you all the way back to Operation Aqueduct. As you look into the eyes of this creature, you realize that you recognize it.
What?
Although something must have happened to it in the time that you last saw it. Because it was not this being.
When it's moving when it's kind of lurching forward, does it give any indication as to its desired purpose, or is it just simply moving, as far as he could tell?
Currently it is like curling up on the ground in pain, sort of holding its knees close to its chest. And just groaning.
Theo's not gonna hide, he's just gonna run directly towards them.
Oh.
You'd
Okay.
find Apex there for sure. He'd be curious about this thing.
You would have to break off from Cynthia and go all the way into the Harbinger camp for this.
Oh, am I not? Oh, okay.
Well, you were heading towards the.
I didn't know if we had already gotten out of the Harbinger camp at the time we talked to Theo. Was all.
Well, you might have seen him outside the wall, but you didn't enter the Harbinger camp again. If you were already making your way to the entrance of Vault 40, but you can absolutely double back and do. Cynthia, do you go as well? You cannot go. It is your call.
Oh my God, Connor. Can I see anything about... How far away am I from it? Can I see anything going on over there?
Make a wits roll.
I don't want to do that, but I will. 9.
9. Okay. From where you're standing right now, you're sort of in the lower section of the Grand Square, where people are sort of gathering in the middle. You're sort of branched off, and from what you see of that large mound over there, it looks essentially like the way you left it. If anything might have moved something, or if anybody's there, it's hard to tell from this point.
Don't love that, Connor.
You can investigate further if you'd like. Just know you would be doing it alone.
I don't love that you said that, sir. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take a peek.
Okay.
Just a quick little peek. And as long as everything is just as we left it, when we left it, then I'm gonna go right back. Yay.
You push aside the you push aside the door, the not necessarily like on a hinge, but it's more like a big wooden plaque that is held in front of this.
Right.
You push it aside and you look around, and according to your memory, this place is very much the way you left it, but you did leave in a hurry.
Okay.
If anything has changed in this room, it is impossible for you to tell.
Can I very quickly, because sound would travel, listen down into the hole?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me a wits roll again.
Okay. 10.
Nice.
10.
Yes.
You narrow your focus. Your hearing mechanically tuned with fine precision by the scientists at the
The place that is all where all the scientists are.
The
from.
Institute, yes. I thought it started with a
that's the
C
one.
for a second. But you narrow your hearing, and you try and listen in down to the elevator shaft. And other than just the standard creaks and groans of old metal machinery, you don't hear much else.
Now, based on how long that elevator shaft is, do I feel comfortable in knowing that I would be able to hear anyone talking down that far, or would it be impossible to hear from that far away?
It would be impossible to hear from that far away.
Fuck. Is anything amiss as far as I can tell? Anything moved from what I remember of the room the first time I came in? Because I would have been studying the crap out of it the first time I walked into it.
Again, looking around the room, it doesn't look like anything's been moved or shuffled. There's no... there is no obvious signs that anyone has altered anything in this room.
She'll go out, look at the ground, see if there's any sign of footprints that she does not recognize.
It's the same thing. You keep everything you look for turns up to be a cold lead. You look down, you see your own footprints, what is quite clearly Apex's footprints, and Johan's very large footprints as well.
Even if I make a quick round around the outside of it?
Yes, through thorough investigation of the in and around of this place, you determined that likely nothing happened here after you left.
Okay. Now I will both sneak and run back.
Okay, you run back to Grand Square. Yes, Theo and Apex.
Good luck, guys.
You are
Just
running
dragging my
to
bug in.
the large ghoul.
I'll be there
It's-
probably a little after Theo. I have to go back through the gate.
Its body, Theo, you can feel tremendous heat coming off of this thing. And you know, standing next to this thing, it is probably roiling with radiation. You've got your Radex on still, but you know it's probably not a great idea to stay next to this thing for too long. Apex, eventually you catch up.
Apex will see Theo with the laser rifle kind of at the ready, fingers still off of the trigger, kind of just good trigger discipline, but at the ready at any moment, kind of looking towards this thing, just locking eyes with it, trying to see if it's going to acknowledge or make any sort of motion. Theo doesn't even really seem to acknowledge your arrival, Apex.
Standing there, this thing is like staring at the sun.
Theo will look over. Careful, Apex. You alive?
Oh, the large, its large mouth distending and letting loose a pained moan that is quite loud. It is quite loud due to just the sheer size of this thing. As it moans out, it will like slowly roll up and look at you, Theo, and you think for a moment that it might recognize you.
Do you know this?
Razor glow? Theo's gonna be visibly unnerved, trying to kind of calm himself down. What the hell are you doing here?
Flowers. The flowers.
With his mouth open, is Theo seeing the glowing from inside?
Yes, it is quite clear. You see it most concentrated in like beneath its rib cage near where its heart would be. But like basically everything inside its like internal organs are all alit with this radioactive glow coming out of its eyes, out of its mouth.
Apex will see Theo kind of breathing really heavily, still his breath as he readies the rifle forward to take a shot. It just kind of lingers for a moment.
Have any other ghouls come over to check on this thing?
As a matter of fact, you see ghouls coming around corners holding hunting rifles. They see you leveling your rifle at this creature, and they all begin to shout out, "Hey, hey, hey! Lower your gun!"
Apex lets go of the bug and is kind of standing in a defensive stance, looking like a tiger about to protect Theo.
Theo's gonna take perhaps too long, or slightly too long for comfort to kind of lower his gun.
Rounding the corner, you see Bach, who is armed only with what appears to be a 45 caliber handgun. He looks over the situation and looks down at one of the ghouls that tried to stop you. What happened? The Smoothskins were messing with the maypole.
Maypole.
Great.
Theo will look over.
Bach holsters his weapon and puts his hands on his hips and looks at the two of you. You all right?
I'm fine. I caught
On
the
it.
bugs. I point to the chittering, thrashing little thing that I left on the ground.
I didn't take any hits, but I think he did. And he'll kind of point over towards Razor Glow with his head.
Oh. Flowers. And it raises up a shaky hand that looks like it's melting wax and points directly at you, Theo.
You two know each other.
Theo's gonna look very upset, trying to kind of keep his composure, but not doing a great job of concealing it.
Apex acknowledges your discomfort and just kind of nods.
Bach will slowly walk up to you guys, hands raised. And if you allow it, he places a hand on your shoulder, Theo.
Theo's got his rifle down. He's upset, but he's not seemingly not in a, feeling like he's threatened.
If you want to talk later, come and find me. Otherwise, it's not safe for you here.
Fuck! And he'll just walk off.
Apex will just kind of look left, right, grab the bug, and just nod and walk away.
He will actually follow both of you. He barks
Bach?
Bach will bark a couple of orders to some of his underlings to treat the maypole. Give him a stim pack. And
I think your brother ran off towards the White Razor camp, I say to Bach.
Yeah, well. He knows that you smoothskins aren't as necessarily hardy as the rest of us mutants. So that doesn't surprise me.
Do you know much about bugs?
Not these ones.
I just keep dragging the one that's still kind of alive.
It's getting
Theo will
exhausted.
Theo will take a kind of deep breath out and kind of realize there's at least something he can do in this situation to help. And could he potentially use a dose of Med-X on the bug to calm it down?
Hey
Apex would
Google,
actually try to
do
stop
bugs
you.
feel pain?
Well, no, it's more that it's a morphine, so it would just kind of calm down. But if Apex has got it, don't even worry about it.
Yeah, Apex he doesn't want to mess with the bodily chemistry of this thing right now. Anything that would mess with its brain waves.
Yeah,
Makes total sense.
It's just
Apex
being
thinks,
noisy.
Yeah, right now Apex thinks there's some sort of psychic bug wizard out there.
I fucking love Apex.
I don't know what controlled them. Whether there's some sort of psychic or a wizard or aliens. But they were coordinated.
This making any sense to you, Buck?
Like I said, this is my first time seeing these things. I don't really rightly know what to make of them, other than they seem to die easily enough.
Alright.
I look at the one that I mangled. Luckily not too easy. Yeah, you.
What'd you call that glowing one back there? Maypole?
It was the first thing that sprung to mind when we saw it.
I've never seen one that tall.
Yeah, well, neither of most of us. We think it might be some kind of mutation, similar to a behemoth, but just for ghouls.
Let me guess. Johan was able to talk to him?
Johan was able to get it to follow us. And it seems friendly enough. But
Friendly. Last time I saw that thing, it was knee-deep in the blood of multiple farmers, survivors of the wasteland, ghouls and smoothskins alike. You mean it was friendly?
you know it?
Yeah, I know it.
Huh.
Few ghouls back in, a year or so ago now. They brought in a glowing one called the Razor Glow. Farmlands I was working on. Sort of, I guess, church grown around them. I don't know what happened, but after enough time, they started going feral. They attacked the rest of the farmlands, and next thing I knew, the whole place was up in flames.
It seemed to enjoy flowers.
It acts sort of like a scarecrow for us, keeping things away from the crops at night. Come to think of it, those were the first words it said, at least to my knowledge.
If Johan could talk to him, then maybe there's some chance to reason with him, but shit, I could have swore it was feral. He was feral. I had
The
Look.
effects of the stilling.
If I had to guess, I would say yeah. Most of the time, it just sort of lays there. We try to keep it out of the eyes of the others. We think it might scare them. But this was an emergency. And it seemed ready enough to try and defend us.
You recall it was caked in insect gore
Right.
when you found it.
yeah. Well, thanks, Bach. You certainly didn't owe me an explanation, but you gave me one anyways. I appreciate that.
I'm just curious more than anything. I didn't think anybody actually knew the thing.
A little whiles back, I was in charge of a Brotherhood project trying to replenish the soil, teach locals how to do crop rotation, aqueducts, that kind of thing. It all came crashing down when that glowing one showed up. Brotherhood clamped down hard. No one got out of there alive outside of myself and a few others. I thought he was dead.
No offense, but when the Brotherhood usually clamps down on something, that's generally the cause of being knee-deep in blood.
I don't got the energy to fight with you on that. You're usually right on that count.
It seems when any clan gets involved with most things in the Wasteland, blood happens. Archers, Brotherhood, the family, the runaways.
There's a saying the Wasters have. Wasteland sucks. I find that to be pretty true.
Yeah, that's true.
But if we can keep a lid on this situation, at least this part of the Wasteland might not suck as much.
You won't get any trouble out of me, Bach. Don't you worry.
Yeah, well, you've stayed in here for too long as it is anyway. If you don't get out of here soon, you're gonna start looking like that thing. What'd you call it? Razor glow?
That's what the locals called it last time I heard. Never did interact with it myself, just saw it.
Oh. Like I said, come see me later.
Will do, Bob. He'll take a deep breath and kind of look towards Apex. Let's get out of here before we start glowing.
My teeth are itchy.
Bach ushers you past the doors, past the two super mutant guards on this side, and you as well begin to enter the grand square. Alvin and Louise, eventually you find yourselves without anything really to do in the White Razor camps. A lot of the people have moved into the grand square themselves.
Looks like everyone's congregating over there.
Yeah, we might as well go ahead and beat feet and see what's going on over there ourselves. It's freaking weird. Keep fixing tents, but they're only lightly moved over.
Well, before that, Urshan critically eyes him now. You sure you okay?
Well, my vision's a little blurry, but that's about it. I don't think it's anything a good rest might solve.
You know you don't have to hide that you're hurt or something, right? I don't know why you're putting on airs.
It's because I don't want you to worry, and I don't want to give her, points toward the general direction Jet walked off to, any more goddamn shit.
I'm gonna worry regardless. I'm
Hand me
just
your
saying, but I get it.
Hand me your pit boy. I don't know if those things were infectious or whatnot, but they bit me, and I feel like hell.
I assume my Pip-Boy has been going off, like, constantly since those bugs arrived.
Actually, no.
Really?
Your Pip-Boy doesn't pick up any, like, unusually high levels of radiation coming from the bugs themselves.
I mean, even when they've been, like, smashed up and their gooiness is dripping?
You just get covered in gunk, really.
But weren't they causing radiation damage?
Yeah, I thought...
Did I have them cause radiation damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when they were hitting me, was getting radiation damage.
In that case, absolutely, your Pip-Boy is going the fuck off. Sorry, I was thinking of something else.
They became
Yeah,
I mean, them becoming immediately inert after death would be an interesting side effect.
Yeah.
They have a half-life of now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely been crackling
Yeah,
a
it's
little bit. I mean, I would figure with the Harbinger camp nearby, they must have ways to de-radiate people. Radiate? Don't make fun of me, I said it that way.
That might make sense. Oh, God.
It's, come on, you could use a rest yourself. I don't think there's anything left for us to do here. Let's see if we can find Johan and figure out what the fuck just happened.
That's a weird goddamn puzzle, though. If they're wild animals, they should have wrecked up the buildings more, I think.
You got a point, but I mean, again, Jet said this is not something that usually happens.
I know the blood wings were dealing radiation damage.
Is it like anything we've seen before?
I mean, we
We
fought
fought wild
radiated
animals that
bugs
been trying to-
before.
No, I'm talking about like animals that were fighting, trying to get into stuff and whatnot. Like that makes sense. So why the hell weren't they?
Off the top of my head, no, but can I roll for that?
Absolutely.
Sure. Oh, well, plus, plus
start.
2. Yeah, I mean, wits, it's a 5.
5 doesn't tell you much, unfortunately.
I mean, just fucking thinking about them swamp creatures, bugs we've fought, that weird fucking roach at the hotel, shutters at the hospital, shutters.
I don't.
Shutters. Not off the top of my head, Urshan.
Territorial. I feel like if they were just trying. I need to pump some more heads. I'm getting exhausted. And I saw red after I was seeing that damn shit. I'm sorry, Starshine. I might have pulled the pin a little bit too hard on this one. Let's get going to the Grand Square.
Scruffs his hair. What, you? Come on.
Ah, hell. Easy now. Easy now.
Don't worry, if you freak me out, I'll be the first to let you know. But so far, nah, you're alright. Come on, let's go. Oh god, Apex, Cynthia, and Theo, where the fuck are they?
Eventually, you will all begin to find each other. You're easy to pick out of this crowd. And you congregate together in the Grand Square. You see the members of the Green Ring, the important advisors to Johann, as well as Johann himself, meeting at the foot of Green Seat and looking like they're about to
Yeah, that's
ascend.
probably where I would have been heading.
Yeah, sounds good to
Definitely
me.
heading that way.
Just dragging my bug up to the group.
It just sounds like someone doing a spit take.
It's
A very
Kinda
long
is what
one.
it is. You
Trying
try to
to-
manifest a bug buzzing.
it's trying to manifest it with broken wings.
It sounds like
Having a hard
someone's
time?
trying to rip-start a lawnmower, is what it sounds like.
Rever, I hardly know her.
Oh, Lord.
But people clear a path for you as they see you've got a live one.
Alvin just stares at the live bug, looks at Apex. I'm trying to study it.
I nod. His name is Centipede.
If it kicks out, if it kicks out on you, want me to make you something out of it?
What kind of a bug is it that I'm dragging? Was it like a beetle type?
Mosquito?
The mosquitoes were up where you guys were fighting. I think these things were like picking people up and dropping them. Which would mean it would have like either mantis arms or beetle pincers.
It does, it's... What it looks like is a really large fly, but not like a bloat fly. Much larger and, it's got the usual things you would expect to see on a bug. It's got the large, glass-like wings on its back. All black, huge red eyes, and, these little bitty grippers on their legs that look sharp, but probably are not its main source of attacking.
Maybe making some shin guards out of these prickly little bits on its legs. And I point to like the broken and battered legs.
That might work. I'll do you one better. Might be able to go ahead and make some arm mounts on On your forearms right there?
I
can go
point
ahead
to
and
my
make some
forearms,
dish.
which are already decored with the those like ninja-like spikes of the Mirelurk King.
Okay, that's exactly solved my follow-up question in one stroke. I forgot about those. I didn't know if they had blade catchers or not.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
Actually, you know what? If you're onto something, you have the shin guards. If there's some extra, I might be able to go ahead and put some additions on the toe of your shoe. I might be able to go ahead and help you with climbing. You think about it.
Apex nods.
Why'd you capture it in the first place? You just trying to figure out how it ticks, or you think that we might get more information out of it?
Their behavior was too organized. At the very least, it knows where it was supposed to go, so we could use it to track.
After we helped out Jet and whatnot and drive some of them away, I was fixing up some of the buildings, and I'm kind of inclined to agree with you. They weren't destroying the buildings. Some of them were damaged lightly, but like, it's not what like wild animals would do. You know what I mean?
They were just attacking people, and most of them weren't even feeding.
They weren't.
No.
No,
I saw them lift people up, and I saw them lifting ghouls up and dropping them to their deaths, and then moving on to the next.
They stuck me, but I don't think they pulled anything. If anything, they just ratted me up a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to pull that shit on me too. It just didn't try to bite me or anything though. But then again, Jet came and, swooped in. But yeah, I don't know. I would have thought it'd immediately just start trying to poke at me or something.
Chat, can a bug learn malice?
Can a bug learn to love?
The bug learned to hate.
Either way, I'm doing my part.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to help out too, but it's just weird. And like Jet said, this is the first time something like this ever happened. First time they had a fracas this big, it was actually her and the White Razors. So
as we approach the rest of the Green Council, how are they getting on?
There is fierce discussion happening already, and they haven't even gone up to their usual meeting area. Everyone appears to be just sort of standing in a circle, hushedly, just like, what the fuck do we do? Just that sort of whispering.
I come dragging this living bug with me.
All right, immediately getting stares from everyone involved and everyone around you. Bach said, "Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. Apex captured one alive."
I kind of drag it in front of me. I can't quite lift it up, being the size of it. Well, I can lift it up, but not comfortably.
Abraham strokes his chin. What for?
I figured if we couldn't figure out what makes it tick at the very least. I point to the northwest where the rest of them flew. It might know where the rest of them were heading. If it was following pheromones or being controlled.
Chet speaks up. Yeah, good thinking. Wasn't able to spare any of the bastards myself. I was too busy trying to swat them out of the air.
I saw they were leaving and figured it was the best time to take one. He won't be going anywhere quickly, anyway. His limbs won't operate.
As the creature's buzzing, old Cletus sort of turns his head so that his ear is facing this creature, and he gets very still.
I stay still.
We should have this conversation out of earshot, Johann says.
I don't move as old Cletus is listening, but I nod.
After a sharp beat, he grumbles something under his breath and walks back up the stairs.
I follow as I drag the bug up the stairs.
I'm assuming everybody else is also following.
Oh, yeah.
I would kind of like hang back with Cynthia. Where'd you run off to?
Needed to check something out. Make sure what we were looking into earlier is left undisturbed.
And was it?
As far as I could tell, that was too coordinated of an attack at a very coincidental moment.
Apex nods. I was thinking the same thing. Could still be coincidence, but it would be a heck of a coincidence.
They weren't acting like wild animals either.
Yeah.
I was telling Apex they weren't destroying any of the buildings or whatnot like a wild critter would have done. Smashing in, trying to get the people who were holed up. Some of the buildings
guess
were
we're
lightly
operating
damaged,
on
but
the-
nothing, just moving a hand wouldn't fix.
So I guess we're operating on the idea that this is not just a wild animal attack.
It's too many for just a... I mean, how many times have we come across thing in the wastes? Nothing that large, that... I don't know.
It's like the work
Something
of
feels
a wizard.
real off. What?
Like the work of a wizard.
What?
A wizard. Magic. Or psychic.
Looks at Cynthia, it's like, does this actually surprise you after all this time?
I
It could
feel
also-
conflicted because there's a chance he might be right in a way, and that
Apex.
bothers me more.
Apex nods. Or aliens.
Well, the more we keep going on with everything and the more I keep seeing, the more I'm starting to think that he might be onto something with the aliens.
You know, at this point, any weirder than anything it actually could be, so... Eh.
Cynthia's gonna take a look at Apex's bug friend.
Okay.
He's lively.
Once over.
Go ahead
Uh-huh.
and I guess smarts. Roll me smarts.
I would love to be smart. That's a 13.
You're very smart.
I'm very smart, so
Smarts
my
are
wish
good.
came true.
Cynthia,
What's
What's
Yeah.
the name of the wizard? Tell me.
it's been a
God.
long time.
Uh-huh.
You look at this creature, and as you do, you study its form, and you remember memories of your childhood come flooding back to the fore of your mind of the middle of summer during your breaks from school. The sound that would rattle the trees as you came home, that eternal din, like creaking wood, of thousands of these creatures waking up
God.
and shedding their carapaces, which you would find clinging still to the bark of trees. These gross little bugs that you know as cicadas.
I hate him. 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 I hate him.
Except this one,
Reinforcing my armor.
this one is massive.
It's like that
So-
molt that Gohan found of Cell.
So, wait.
I mean,
Were all
honestly,
of them
it's probably that
cicadas?
big.
Were all of them cicadas, or...
The ones that we were dealing with were in Harbinger camp.
That is correct.
So... I could be wrong. If this is what I think it is from my youth, this is a very large radioactive version of a cicada.
Can I roll on that? Does that ping anything?
smarts as well, I would say.
Cicada. Fun word.
Do this right this time with my actual bonus. That's an 11.
An 11. What would you know as someone who grew up with access to pre-war encyclopedias and whatnot?
What would you know?
While you're thinking through that,
Uh-huh.
my knowledge of cicadas is that they're dormant for a very long period of time, something in the ballpark of 17 years, something like that. And then they all come up at once. Tons of them.
Above game. Yep, I hate him.
Yep.
Below game.
So if that is indeed the case, and these function the same way as cicadas from when I was growing up, it could be that these were just nearby underground and it was time.
But they weren't the only ones attacking. There were big sucker bugs up north.
And again, I mean, do cicadas normally attack people when they come out?
Well, a lot of the things that exist nowadays, didn't before, so I don't know. I don't remember being attacked by a cicada, but I don't know what radioactive matter affecting them and turning them to the size of a small dog might do to them, or make it be that they need to eat people.
Yeah, Louise, what you get from your pre-war knowledge of cicadas is that their diet usually consisted of, like, branches, sap, and roots. So definitely not... except for the occasional annoying sound, they're not harmful to humans, at least according to your knowledge of insects from before the war.
Rapidly just taps a finger on her head. I feel like I read about these back when I was younger, because we had books about all sorts of crap in the vault. Like, I mean, again, you're right, we're not accounting for shit tons of radiation, but they normally just ate bug stuff. Like, not even other bugs. They just ate, like, vegetarian shit.
I will say this as well, Louise. According to your knowledge, Louise, you know that people used to eat cicadas as well.
Oh.
Yeah, parts of China.
Oh shit, I haven't remember eating that people could eat those fucking things.
Apex looks back at the one who's carrying. And just nods.
I'm starting to feel sad for this little guy. He just sounds like a
All these
tiny
noises are
dirtbag.
not canon.
Actual bug noise is not available in all areas.
Now Apex is wondering what they taste like, while the Radix is still in his system.
Catches that. Apex, no, it's radiated.
Can't use all its legs.
Why don't we catch up with the green fellas? See what they have to say about all this?
Yeah.
I think that's for the best.
As you catch up with the green fellas,
Johan's like, how dare you?
you make your way up to the large meeting area. A a large dog cage has been brought as well. And
the god cage?
Bach opens up the door to the cage and gestures for you to place the cicada inside.
I plump.
It cannot resist this.
I take.
Does
one
it
of
have
its
the
I take its dangling leg though.
Does it have those cicada red eyes? I fucking hate them.
Absolutely. Gigantic blood red eyes on every single one of them.
Louise kind of shudders like, fuck the eyes. What are up with the eyes?
Big boulders.
I look at the hollow of the leg. I just pry it off and just say, I don't know. Just kind of scoop out a little bit of meat and.
Oh my god.
You take 1 point
Does
of
my pip voice
radiation.
start going off?
I still have Radix.
Then you take no point of radiation.
Until I digest.
True.
It's like a straight. You know, if everything Apex could be in the Wasteland, I could see him being like an extreme chef. Come to my restaurant. Bring your Radix to taste delicacies you would rather not.
The secret ingredient is...
Oh no, he's louse.
Oh my god, we've been doing this for ages and it finally makes sense.
Finally, a Mirelurk crab boil.
It all comes together. Anyway.
Delicious in Wasteland.
The members of the green seat lay seated around in this large semicircle now. There's space made for you as well.
I sit down with my snack.
Jet is the first to speak up. Now, before anyone getting any ideas, know that they ain't the ones that did this. I'm very certain that they're not.
Is she talking about us?
Yeah.
Yeah, Louise like blinks, looks around, and then suddenly she's like, "Oh, thanks."
Looks very pointedly at God, who looks at her and then you, and he says, "I know."
Eyebrow raise. Permission to ask, how do you know?
Do I make eye contact with God?
Johann takes a breath. All will be made obvious in a moment. For now, we need a status report of everything. What are the damages that we sustained? Orchid looks at you, Theo, and smiles and waves. I'm glad you're all right.
Oh.
He'll kind of be trying to
Zip it.
de-stress, and we'll just smile and nod.
Jet, how is everything in the White Razor camp? Jet speaks up after taking a few moments to think. We got 4 people unaccounted for. 2 people dead. I'm sorry to hear that. God, what of our own numbers? We suffered no casualties. And Bach, we have 3 missing and 3 dead. And more than a few wounded. I see. What about our supplies? Has anything changed?
Looked to me like you lost a few Brahmin in that field.
Old Cletus sort of makes a whine under his breath.
Oh, no.
Well, that ain't no good. How much more supplies do we have? Well, non-irradiated supplies that the humans can eat, I'd say we probably have about 15 days worth of food and water left.
15.
And
Oh, shit.
for things that have already been irradiated, we have about 25 days left of food.
What's that down from? What's your status quo?
Well, we were in a much better position with the Brahmin, but... well, I'd say we went from about even to about here. We only had a
Any
couple more days of
signs
food.
Any signs of the Brahmins being dead, or are they just missing? I don't know, maybe we could go find them.
You saw what happened to the Brahmins.
Yeah, those bugs were getting.
Oh.
Those bugs were eating.
Oh,
Their
those
their
Brahmin.
corpses are being drained dry by blood wings.
Alright, back
Yeah,
that up,
they
sorry.
were
I thought there was
small.
other Brahmin.
You'll be lucky to get beef jerky.
Not all the Brahmin were dead, but a few of them
Enough.
Rewind that then. Then Louise will pipe up. I don't know about the humans who need non-radiated stuff, but for people who can eat radiated stuff, I might have an option.
Everyone looks to you.
It. Who is that?
Apex just eating his bug leg.
God damn it!
There are a lot of bug corpses.
She hears that and she looks over. She's like, well, as Apex is demonstrating, because he has a nice dose of Radax in him, them things in particular, she points to the one in the cage, they're reminiscent of some old world bugs I used to read about, and Cynthia knows about them too, but apparently they're edible. People used to eat them when they were tiny.
Apex slurps out some of it.
Protein.
Tastes a little like Mirelurk, a little less grungy.
That won't help the humans who need food, but if you can take a couple rads in you when you eat your dinner, that might be an option, at least for now.
She may have a point. If we can figure out anything that we can spare for the normals, then we should maybe look for alternative sources of food for the time being. Have we made any progress on the farms for the humans? It's slow going. And we'll need some time to set everything back up after this.
I see. And if you're going to get farms going, it takes much longer to grow things than 15 days. To actually get something out of it, it's going to take a while.
You'll need trade.
Precisely what I was thinking. Abraham says. Looks like we can't afford to wait anymore. We don't.
Wait.
We simply don't have
What?
enough food for everyone.
So, what's the trade? Who are we gonna trade with? And since this community seems to keep growing, how are we gonna keep up with that?
Further, while this is an important priority, what's to stop these things from coming back?
That's what I was thinking. We didn't kill all of these things. They flew off somewhere, Jet says.
That was my thought. She looks at the council members. I mean, there's probably more people to ask, but I don't know. Was there any kind of precursor to this? Did anybody hear something weird or see something weird or...
I make eye contact
Something?
with God again.
Yeah.
Oh, it all fits.
He sees all. J'accuse.
God sort of is like stroking his chin and looking like he's in very deep thought.
What are your thoughts, Johann?
Our manhunt concluded when we found the corpse of our lost scout. The body was gnawed on quite severely. Signs of Deathclaw activity. Except that wasn't everything. God will go up to the cage that is holding your, what you now know is a mutated cicada, and gestures at the large sort of needle-like tube at the front of its face. When we found the body, it had been exsanguinated. There was no blood left in it. And we found evidence of a hole that looked a lot like this at the base of the neck.
Wait, these things are bloodsuckers, but... Okay, again, this is weird. If they're bloodsuckers, I would have thought more people would be exsanguinated. I got picked up by one of these fucking things. It didn't try to poke me or anything, though. What's going on?
And I got stabbed 3 times, and ain't nothing happened.
I think these ones might be scavengers. I don't think they eat fresh prey. I think they eat carrion.
I guess.
And how do you explain the fresh kills over in the animal pen?
Those were things that prey on the living. Parasitic bugs. These ones feed on the dead. Those ones fed on the living.
Oh, this is so fucking confusing.
So the bugs are
Animals
working together?
It
That's
did
the
sort of seem
question.
like it was a coordinated attack, at least from my sight.
Wait, actually, above game, where the fuck did we last leave, Follows Chalk?
Meanwhile, at the car.
Help!
I like
Louise
this
suddenly
car.
snaps her fingers.
It's blue.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Follows Chuck. He was outside the camp when this happened at the car. Oh shit, I hope he's okay. Okay, never mind. Not going down that road. Okay.
I feel like we heard about him shooting stuff with a gun, and he was just missing a bunch.
He was in the.
Yes.
He was in the. He was near the Harbinger camps, I believe.
Oh, okay, rewind that then. It still actually does. Louise is like, oh, wait a minute. I'm blanking. Karn and his mate, they're outside the camp right now, right? Maybe they saw something we didn't, because they saw them coming in from the outside.
Where would they live in the camp? Or did they go back to the woods?
You've seen them wander.
The female just wandered around, yeah. I bet she just plants wherever she wants to fucking plant.
Who's
You gonna tell her no?
Yeah.
As you mentioned that, you see now, rather than using the stairs, sort of clawing up the side of Greenseed, you see both Cairn and Zool making their way up, sort of stomping their large reptilian forms silhouetted by the torchlight here.
Good to see her okay. Cairn, Zool.
Perfect timing. So you saw that shit, huh? All these things coming in. What happened on your end? What did you see?
You see him bring up a claw slicked with this off-white fluid and just sort of flicks it on the ground.
Some bugs. Forgot they were insects. Met their end at my claw.
Have you seen bugs like them before in the woods?
Seen bugs. Seen big bugs. No bugs like these.
Do they smell different to you?
Smell
he goes over and he goes to the cage and he sniffs the cicada. And he tilts his head, puzzled almost.
Familiar.
Familiar how?
Scent I've tracked before. In the blood. It smells like these ones.
And he gestures a pointed claw at all of the super mutants in the area.
FEV.
I don't know what this FEV is, but it is hard to say.
It is what makes human into super mutant.
Do you think that means these were normal and then FEV, they got into some FEV too, or FEV, right?
We know that the FEV can sometimes have side effects on the mind. Perhaps somebody's found a way to weaponize that.
I can think of another thing too. Maybe there was a barrel of it or something. I don't know how it's stored, but maybe there was a barrel of it and bugs got into it.
But they were coordinated. I don't know if FEV would just make them coordinated like that. She looks to Johan. I may have a theory, and I don't think you're gonna like it, guys.
What you got?
Well, maybe Johan's not the only one who can do what he can do. Maybe we got someone else who's got the brain waves or whatever who sent these bugs and are controlling them.
I was going to ask.
Possible. No one should be able to do what Johan does. Is it?
Johan, what happens when you try to read this bug? Or sense it? Or listen?
Johan looks at this creature and sort of like hesitates for a moment.
I can try, but I've never interacted with anything like this before.
That's why it's an experiment.
Connor,
Yeah.
while this conversation is happening, Cynthia's going to be paying very close attention to everyone in the green ring and how they are responding. Twitches of the face, movement of the lips, eyebrows, body posture, who's readjusting themselves in their seat, or acting too calm.
Shit, she's going Sherlock Holmes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll wits, yes.
Okay? That's an 11.
Nice.
Cynthia, everyone except Johan is acting eerily calm in this situation.
She's gonna watch and see what Johan does, but watch everyone else who's acting too calm while this is happening.
Johan closes his eyes, and you see him now begin to focus. And as he does, he takes a step closer to the cage of the cicada. The cicada quite obviously looks in Johann's direction.
Oh.
You see the skin of Johann's forehead begin to glow a dull green that begins to quickly fade into a pale blue and then a white as these small arcs of what look like electricity begin to dance across his head. You see now the folds of Johann's brain begin to glow through his skull, projecting an almost tattoo-like image of his brain on the outside of his skin.
Apex studies intently.
He takes another step forward and Johann begins to cringe and wince his eyes. The cicada stares, unable to blink, unable to even move at this point. Johann takes another step forward, and the creature curls in on itself, and you all hear a pop come from the cage.
Oh.
As a shower of this off-green fluid comes from the stump of where its head once was. Johann opens his eyes, startled. He shakes his head and grits his teeth.
Apex
Fuck.
goes back to eating his bug leg.
Holy shit.
What happened, Johann?
He looks at all of you as the sort of arcing almost like a plasma lamp. His head begins to slowly return back to normal. He looks at all of you with somewhat of a worried expression as he looks at you and says, "I didn't do that." And that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh, you mother.
The bug wizard strikes again!
Connor, I'm gonna throw you.
How dare you?
We're not even.
Dare you, cliffhanger?
We're
like
not
that.
even close to done yet, folks. We'll be right back after this
I'm-
break.
So aware.
After these messages.
After
All
these
right, bathroom.
messages.
We'll be right back.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
I will also this.
I'm gonna go pet my dog.
That sounds like a great plan. I might do the same.
Okay, I'm back. How we doing, chat? You got meds. You take your meds today? Keep it hydrated. You shrimping? Stop shrimping. Whew. Can't believe Apex called the bug wizard early. That's crazy. Whew. It is pretty warm, I guess, for me, for now. But I'm doing all right.
Ugh. Them doggies is up there sleeping.
Hello, Conway.
Canoe!
It's me. It's you. Hello, Zen.
Hello!
Hello.
And poor
Then I
Gino.
gotta say, I love that you're doing a campaign with like Vaughn because it's like, wow, 2 skeletons? What a campaign!
That's nothing. We also have Skelly Alpha, so it's 3 skeletons.
3 skeletons!
Wow.
The skeleton sweep! Just base boosted Dr. Gad.
We call ourselves the Boner Boys.
Oh shit.
I love the Boner Boys, let's go.
You need like a plastic ruler that you can like set on your desk and flick the end of so it goes whenever you enter.
Dude, that was my favorite. That was my favorite thing to do in school, honestly.
Or like one of those door springs.
Dude, I fuck with those door springs.
My parents would get so pissed at me.
Yeah, mine too.
Because I always used to fuck around with those. I'm not even sure what they're called.
Springs. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, we don't have them anymore.
No, not after the great door shortage.
The Dordage. Poor Gino's leg is bothering him, so he's trying to sleep it off right now.
Oh, poor boy.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be too pitying him. He's probably the reason why he's injured in the first place. He got into a fight with Frankie the other day, and I guess Frankie kicked his ass.
Just boys being boys, guys being dudes.
My little man.
Dudes being men.
Doggo's doggoing.
Little man.
He's doing good. I think he's got a small case of kennel cough.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Mr. Steak.
Da-da-da.
Get your try to type faster next time, then.
Damn. Darn.
How's everybody enjoying the session so far?
Intrigue.
Very intrigued.
I am entronged.
My intrigue is trigged.
I have so many theories. So many theories. And I want to pull out a gun soon. But I won't.
Okay, random.
I can't wait for the last dive of this campaign will be like, hello, it is I, Insector, the bug wizard, and Apex just claps his hands together like, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Also, I'm an alien.
It's me, the antagonist from Fallout 3!
And then we figure out that Apex has just been in like a vault-style like amnesia machine this whole time.
It was all in a dream. And
Cuts to the real world, present day.
And it's still Christmas Day. He didn't miss it.
You take.
I'll finally have a rocket launcher.
And then you all take off your headsets at the gaming expo, and you realize it was all just a simulation.
'Twas a ruse by me, the ruse master, Insector.
The Ruselman.
You've been ruseled again. My cool fucking catchphrase.
Hit him with the Rusel Zoozle.
The Rusler?
The Rusler.
I regret nothing.
He's gonna ruse you.
The Rusler?
The Rusler.
Yeah, we know what he's about.
Rusin.
I just pictured like that kid wearing like a bandit mask and like a top hat.
Oh god.
And Rizzler from the Costco
The Rusler.
guys. The Rusler. Dude,
You're
that's gonna
welcome.
be his Payday 3 character.
There you go.
Dude, are you ready for the Costco heist?
Oh shit.
I would be so down. Can you imagine if there was a Left 4 Dead 2 map in Costco?
There
That
has
would be
to
so
be.
cool. Somebody had to have
At this
modded it or
point, I wouldn't
something.
be shocked that anything exists in
Fall or Left 4 Dead 2 modding.
My favorite
God.
is still Splash Mountain, though.
Oh yeah, the Disney one. I
Yeah.
remember playing that with you and Tom a couple of years ago.
That was like
Probably
a
too many years ago.
go-to for like years.
Yeah, it was just a great Halloween stream.
Okay, apparently a year ago someone started work on a Costco map.
Did they finish it, Connor?
It was a
I
year
gotta
ago.
go.
I'm looking at the moment. But
Well,
here's
the question
a
is-
picture of the work in progress.
Please, please, please.
You know what would
read
make
it.
for a you know what would make for a perfect Left 4 Dead map? Just an IKEA store.
Oh fuck. IKEA.
The way they're mapped out already, it's basically the same. Like your father's like, God, where's the exit? Oh God, I found another rest point.
Oh my god, that IKEA would be the most terrifying one.
Trapped in the
That,
forever
like-
IKEA.
It's like, oh no,
I've
we have to
gotten-
make it through bedding. But in doing so, you're gonna have to move this large mattress, and that's gonna trigger the horde.
I've gotten lost in IKEA so many times, it's not funny.
Yeah, you try to take a shortcut by going through like one of those shortcut doors, and then you just end up going further back.
Oh, I've done a full circle like twice and didn't know how I got there and didn't remember the in-between moment. And like, I was with someone else. It was Yang and I, and we were just like, how did we get here?
Yeah, that IKEA.
That's why-
Burbank, like the Burbank IKEA is kind of weird. Like I was trying to help Jesse and Stefan shop for their places, could not find our way out.
No.
I haven't read. I need to read it, but I literally have like a horror book that's like just like it's horror IKEA. Like it is an IKEA style store, and it is horror, and it's like this makes sense.
I can't believe it's just a portal to the back rooms.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
IKEA is just nothing but liminal space.
With
God,
cheap,
I just
with
wanna-
cheap Swedish furniture. But the meatballs are good.
They are really good and quite cheap
Yeah.
and very good. They never burn their coffee.
We took our cough for lunch, and it was just like this is so reasonably priced.
The Swedes know what they're doing.
It's true.
Yeah.
Just picture the Metalocalypse episode where they all go to IKEA.
Yeah.
I
Well, you got
completely
the
forgot that exists.
Slamflorf and a Clandorf and a Schlim, all at the reasonable prices and styles.
I love that show. I wish they didn't take it off Max. Fucking idiots.
Where is it now, even?
Nowhere. It's just gotta buy it or like Amazon, I guess. But yeah,
Ah,
pay
fuck.
for it. I
Damn. Oh, wow.
I bet with the right VPN, you could find it somewhere.
With NordVPN.
Nah, I'm sponsored.
Unlikely.
I'm sponsored by Surfshark, so use my code.
And now a quick word from our sponsor, Old Cletus.
Beard sorcery.
I feel like old Cletus would. Oh wait, none of you probably know what I'm about to say. Would watch the Secrets of Skinwalker Ranch.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You got me. I don't know what that one is. No.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's such a good show. It's so overly dramatic for the things that do happen, but it is really interesting. So please watch it so they can keep making more seasons so I can watch them.
And please watch it so I can selfishly watch more.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Like, please.
All right. Are we ready to get back into it?
Yeah, quick question, Connor. Who do I shoot?
It may become obvious soon.
Great. I feel like that's what you were gonna say.
Okay. All right. Then without further ado... Oh, shit. Well, you heard him.
Wait, you're gonna shoot somebody? What's happening?
The Apex,
Where do I
apparently.
go?
You'll know soon, Sarah.
Everybody will be in the loop in a moment.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ah, good. The properly eerie music.
There we go.
Don't love that.
As this creature's innards explode suddenly in the presence of Johann's power, you all shield your bodies with your arms and whatnot as the off-white goo just sort of splatters everywhere. Ugh. No, I didn't do that. I don't know what happened.
What did you feel?
Felt like 1,000 tiny crawling things on my brain. I thought I sensed something underneath when I tried to push. And he just gestures. That happened.
Connor.
Uh-huh.
What are the other super mutants doing right now?
Blessings.
Bless you.
I think they're most of them are all like looking between themselves, and sort of muttering amongst themselves. Old Cletus, however, has not said a word.
She's gonna stare at him. And see if he makes eye contact.
Seeing as how he is blind, he does not.
That is an interesting point that I was never told about.
That would certainly slow down any efforts.
How confused would you be if you looked back?
A lot now. Can I hear what people are muttering since we are all in the same room? And I would imagine my hearing is pretty impeccable.
It's just like a general like grumble and huffing, like, oh well, there goes that plan. Now what do we do?
The thing's crawling on your... the way Johann described it, whenever he used his powers around us, it felt like our brain was like on fire, right? So not a similar sensation to that?
It felt like someone was squeezing your brain. Like whenever Johann was first released from the arena, you were all catatonic with pain, except for Cynthia, who was catatonic from being busted up.
Right. The crawling on your brain, the sensation. Was there anything more to it? Can you focus on that thought? Were they presences, or was it a...
Like trying to see something through a cloud of flies.
like every single one of them might have been a voice?
It's...
In hive mind.
The what now?
In my novels, there were these bugs, creature, monsters. They all had the same brain, the same mind, one objective, many creatures, one thought, many voices.
That's not good.
Louise sort of shrugs. I guess my theory is starting to look pretty plausible about now.
I thought that was pseudoscience.
Johann's very existence proves it could be possible, though.
Yeah, a lot of Apex's stories have explained some of the weird stuff's been going on. A lot of it's been pretty close to the mark.
If it is indeed a hive mind, then who is the main force guiding that hive?
Oh yeah. Would it be like he snapped his fingers. Alpha would be like an alpha or something.
Some sort of...
Above game, are bees a thing in this world?
I mean, there's like rad wasps. There's not really... Bees wouldn't exist in a world without pollination.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna make a queen bee, analogy, but that doesn't work if they don't exist.
It would work with your old books, your old world books. Whenever I have a theory I want to flaunt, I just say it's in a comic book.
Just like someone pulling all the strings.
Like
You mean a queen?
or like,
Something
a-
like that.
Yeah.
like a preacher with its flock.
Immediately snaps head over to Apex.
Well,
I don't know the
what
name
old-
of that thing.
Well, I don't know what old religion has to do with anything.
Yeah, it's a metaphor.
Oh,
So, if that bug's mind, let's say you said there was this pressure in your mind before, back at the, arena. If that pressure was already there, and Johann trying to touch it simply made it pop, does that not mean that someone was already controlling it potentially?
That was what I initially assumed.
you mean like somebody unplugging like the cord out of a Robco terminal when you're using it or something, right?
Not quite. More like the pressure was already there, and Johann attempting to add pressure made it explode.
The one mind at the end of all of the bugs.
Johann, how close do you need to be something to be able to control it? Or affect it in some way, shape, or form?
I can affect things across a great distance. And that's how I was able to attract so many here.
We know at the very least his powers work out in the forest. Otherwise, Cairn wouldn't be here. And I point to Cairn.
Alright,
Is-
well, let's...
Anyone else in this room capable of mind control in any way, shape, or form? Looks among all the super mutants. Newly acquired ability, something you weren't aware of, or something you are aware of and just haven't shared with the class yet.
No. Johann is one of a kind. I have not displayed any abilities,
says God.
Bach, how were you able to corral all of the ghouls with you?
Well, it's a little bit complicated, but essentially, I can finally control the flow of radiation in the air and large pockets of it. It's like, it's like dust, almost. Can be blown around. Although in this case, I guess it would be more like magnetism, I guess.
So what about you all? Abraham, old Cletus, young old Cletus?
Don't look at me. I'm just here to translate. Old Cletus remains silent once again.
Are you okay, old man? You haven't been yourself since you listened to this bug earlier.
Y'all doing alright?
Red eyes.
Yeah,
Red eye.
they had red eyes.
Black.
Not black
Louise
eyes.
is looking around, wondering if any of them are slightly noticing the fact that suddenly Cletus is understandable. She'll just, you're speaking a little clearer than usual, Cletus.
Been around y'all too long.
He's thinking about it for long.
He says he reckons he's been hanging around y'all too long. Leave the translating to the translator, thank you.
Takes one
My
to know one.
apologies.
Ooh.
You detect nothing.
From the translator?
No, from Cletus.
Okay. Do I detect any lying? Even though I don't have takes one to know one?
You can make a wits roll to try and
I would love to.
glean whatever you're...
11. Wow, I've rolled so many of those tonight, and I'm about it.
Young
That's like
Cletus
three
seems
times in a row.
very lost in a lot of this, but there is one thing he is sure on, and that's what old Cletus said.
He never questions that knowledge.
But do I get the impression from old Cletus that what he is saying is honest?
It's strange. It's... Normally he'll just, ricket and jitter just from his advanced age, and he'll have small minor movements, but he is deathly still right now, and he looks very serious. He's clutched his cane in both hands and is just staring off into the middle distance. There's a sort of conviction behind his words that is not normally present. And whatever that conviction is, you believe that it rings true to you.
Okay.
It sounds to me, red eyes, not black eyes, but the red now. Sounds like there's a story there.
Black eyes, cicada.
Right.
Anya.
Sorry?
He said annual.
So the red eyes are...
Red eyes, cicada. 17 year. You said these red eyes.
So something about the red eyes is special? Not
Green.
annual ones?
They show up less often.
Yeah, see
Rarer.
now. Green one.
Never seen a green one?
There's green ones too?
Green cicada annual. Black. 17 year.
And
Oh.
That mean annual. Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. I remember. They come out of the ground every so often, like clockwork, but you're saying the black ones come out every 17 years?
Not long and short of it.
Looks to translator.
That's about the long and short of it.
what makes the ones that show up 17 years a lot worse than the ones that show up annually?
No. I never known the tag being like this.
I'll snap a
Translator.
knife for the translator.
Just
He-
ping,
he's-
just
he
freaking
says he-
Pong.
He says he doesn't
Going back
know
and
because
forth.
he's never heard of them attacking people like this.
Louise suddenly gets a look on her face that looks a little uncomfortable.
Occasionally.
Oh, Cletus? By chance, do you happen to know the last time the black ones came out of the earth?
You gotta understand that him being like sapient and salient and thinking and speaking as best he can, this is all a pretty recent development. His memory is still pretty hazy.
Ugh, okay, fair.
You see the red eye one. They ain't seen no green one.
No green ones, only red-eyed.
Y'all gotta look on trees. Look in the ground.
Look at the trees, look in the ground.
Shell.
Right.
Burrow.
They leave shells behind.
Burrow in the ground.
And they burrow
And they burrow
underground.
in the ground, right.
Right.
They came from the
Wait,
northwest,
wait.
that's where they headed.
Okay. So we need to find their origin. Wait, are there more of them? What about that town nearby? Collinsville?
We haven't seen or heard anything out of Collinsville that indicated any of this.
This was a recent attack.
Right, but I'm saying, if they're coming up out of the ground, is that just local to us, or is that everywhere?
Well, if they went northwest,
Everyone-
it's gonna be everywhere, depending on how
Everyone
long they
begins
travel.
looking at each other, sort of worried about that prospect.
Cletus, are you expecting more to come? The black ones and then the green ones even?
Do you have a radio tower?
No. We don't have anything close to that kind of technology here. The only place that might is... He pauses for a moment.
Johann, no.
Wait, what are we thinking? Louise looks around like, wait, what are we thinking here? I'm lost.
Yeah, what? You guys hit a wall?
A vault.
You mentioned the vault, and all conversation ceases, and everybody looks around at each other, looks to you guys, and then looks to Johann. As you may know, that beneath us, beneath the Emerald Acropolis, there's a vault. Vault 40. And I learned shortly after we came here that Vault 40 is still populated. You hear murmurs and shocked conversation begin to crop up again. It's populated. There are people there? There are still people there living beneath us. I've been...
Is it everyone reacting that way, by the way?
Everyone except Cletus.
Old Cletus?
Old Cletus and young old Cletus.
Are not reacting.
Again, young old Cletus appears pretty lost.
Okay,
And he's just listening in case old Cletus says anything.
Somebody says something, yeah.
Gotcha.
They want to come above ground and see what we have to offer them.
What we have to offer them? We've just survived an attack. Our supplies are dwindling. Now I hear that there may be more on the horizon. We should be wondering what they have to offer us.
I agree. Survived for... How long have they survived in that vault?
I don't know. It could
Something must sustain them.
It could be years, it could be... Bach actually speaks up.
Yeah, well, it depends. It could be years, it could be centuries. Although I've heard some not good stuff can go on in those vaults. I think you're right to be cautious.
Apex looks to God. How's God reacting?
God is initially the one that said that spoke up and said like what do they have to offer us? He looks puzzled, a bit perturbed, deep in thought at the moment, just staring at Johann.
Because he heard the same bits of the conversation that I did.
I'm glancing over at Jet when they bring up the vault and everything. What's Jet thinking about?
Jet is the one who replied to God saying like, I agree. What do they have to offer us?
Oh, okay.
We might be in a time of crisis coming up here soon, and if they can do anything for us, add people to our number, give us supplies, a place to hide. I can't think of a better place to hide than a tin can underneath the earth.
Here's the thing. Johann, you already know what they can and could provide. And I think it's about time you let everybody know what that is. And how they've been already contributing.
Solemnly, Johann will stand before his council.
As a show of peace, an olive branch to assuage our fears when we first decided to make this place our home. I discovered the vault. I talked to their overseer, a man calling himself the Preacher.
Jet goes, oh, brother.
He's a very spiritual entity. He takes care of his people. He calls them his flock. Down in Vault 40. They are the ones that initially gave us our vats of FEV.
They gave you the vats of FEV?
They left them.
You never told me that part.
How were they exchanged?
They just arrived one day. As far as I'm aware, that door hasn't opened.
I had assumed they had communication with the outside world. The Archers had implied something, that they had heard things.
You hear several people at once. There's Jet, Abraham, Orchid would also light up. They would all say, "The Archers? What do they have to do with any of this?"
They know about the vault. They want the Overseer's Pip-Boy from that vault. It has something to do with the vault that's under the gateway.
Wait a minute. How do they know? Wait, there's something under the arch?
They claim to be from Vault 40. I don't know if that's possible or true. But they certainly know things that are going on but they certainly know things from it. And they know about it.
Hey, Johann, I got a question for you.
He looks up at you.
This preacher guy says there's people in there with him. Have you ever talked to any of them? Have you ever talked to any of those people besides just him?
No, just him.
I don't know.
It seems that whenever I try the intercom, it's always him on the other side.
So, let's say we go with this hive mind mentality, right? Cicadas coming up from the ground, the door's never been opened. What if this preacher is the hive mind controlling the cicadas, and they're the things that dug up the FEV vats?
Then he's our target and we'd need to get to him.
I mean, everything's a harebrained idea at this point, but...
Well, if we're going off of that, I got an idea then.
This is all conjecture at this point. We don't know anything for sure. The only thing that we know is that we've been attacked by these bugs, and we need to find them before they can rally.
All due respect, Johann. At this point, I'm thinking you don't know much either. All you've got is this guy's word to go on, and I don't know. reminded me too much of certain people I don't like. The way he talks, the way you say he talks.
He asked about your flock, right? How they're doing? He's given you information to help you build the city to what it's become now. He asked about how it is, right?
They did also leave the blueprints for a lot of the simple technology that we would need to build what we have here. The farms,
And
the
you
walls.
think they're going to come out and live happy-go-lucky with everybody that's here? No issue.
That's why I haven't let them out, Cynthia. Because I don't know.
Two things then. Going off of that, and if they're helping you build this, maybe that's why those things weren't damaging the buildings all that much. Second point, going off what old Cletus said, we look at the trees, look at the ground, they burrow. And let's go ahead and say, for the sake of conjecture, they went ahead and these things, this preacher feller, went ahead and commanded these things, go ahead and dig up that FEV for you. If that's the case, they got to go ahead and be leading somewhere. If we can find where they're burrowing from, there might, from the size of them, we might be able to go ahead and find a path into it.
If you can find a burrow that leads into Vault 40, that would be pretty damning.
What purpose would they have for needing release at that point?
I don't know.
A long con.
I mean, if we're assuming that this guy may be controlling all these bugs, and they're mutated and hungry, why wouldn't they want out? Gestures to the group, all the people are still around. It's a fucking buffet out here.
What I'm saying is, if they had a hole and a way out, why wouldn't they just crawl?
That is, if your theory's to be believed, if they have a way out, why haven't they taken it yet? Why do they need my permission to come above ground?
The bugs aren't from the vault. Can't be. Not if this theory is to hold any water.
That's what I'm thinking too.
They still may be involved.
It might be that they recognize that you're too powerful. Maybe you have enough power, they've sensed, they know you can stop them, and they're trying to figure out how to counter that. And they're close to it, and that's why they want to come out now.
When you were deciding to build your utopia, Johan, what made you decide all the way out here? Why not the fall, where your people would be able to survive just fine on the radiated lands? What called you here?
There was already the bones of an ancient civilization on these grounds. Old Cahokia, they called it. I don't know. Something about this large patch of earth that once housed hundreds, maybe 1,000 people, all living together, all trying to do their best to hatch out a future for each other. It might sound silly to say, but it just felt right.
I'm just wondering at this point if your mind is the only one involved in the stilling.
If I didn't think it would make things even fucking worse, I'd march straight back to the Archers and get a goddamn answer what's actually in that fucking vault.
There's no reason we can't.
I don't know. I don't want them to know that we... Do you know how much they want what's in there? I don't want them... I don't want to get...
If they have direct communication, then they're as in the know as we are.
It's just what everyone here's been saying about outsiders coming after they find out about it. I really don't want to start setting that off that soon.
I don't think anyone does.
What if it was a diplomatic mission?
I don't trust the Archers, especially now.
They're a powerful faction. They're going to need to be dealt with one way or another. Need to know where they stand.
No, I agree. I just don't know if that time is now, and I don't feel very strongly it isn't. Just don't know what to do about this. I definitely don't think I trust this preacher any more than I trust the Archers.
The way I see it, on a settlement standpoint, there's 3 things I can think of that we might have to go ahead and address. Each one has its very own red flag, which, back when I was raised, that was the highest order. The threat, cicadas. We gotta figure out what that's all about. Second, supplies. We're not going to be able to go ahead and do this without the stamina, so I think that's one of the strongest ones. Third, armaments. Something big is going to happen, and it's going to happen here. I'll think about the armaments and the supply stuff. I ain't too good about looking at stuff in nature and whatnot.
If you send a delegation to Riverside or Westport, you might be able to strike up a conversation. Our name may hold weight in those locations.
I'm thinking about it, yeah. I think that would work.
Riverside's pretty far from here.
As far as armaments are concerned,
we may have to.
Abraham speaks up.
We may have to go venturing further east. I hear there are some small settlements near Chicago that we could try and contact.
Chicago DLC mentioned.
Certainly a long ways from here.
Beantown. My beans!
Johan, do you think maybe we should drop in and have a word with your father? I don't know, maybe he knows something about this, or know if we give him some information, he can theorize something for us.
Honestly, his mind might be of a great benefit to us. He would certainly know more about what's going on up here than most.
And he points at his own head.
Armaments, materials.
Whenever we've seen Dr. Howell, he was like hooked up GLaDOS style to like a fucking machine, right? Or was he a free-range skeleton?
He was a free-range skeleton. His main body was basically the same as any of the other Gen 2 synths that were walking around, except that he was wearing a cloak.
He can go through the synths too, right? I mean, he could just put his mind into one of them and talk through them.
That is how he contacted you, Cynthia, the first time you left.
Ooh. That's true.
Louise sort of leans over to Alvin. Alvin, do you think it's about time we crack open that fucking armor you've been wanting to play with? That's a hell of an armament in my mind.
I think that's one. Everything's pretty much raring to go with it. There's a couple more things I can think about for finishing touches on it.
What has Theo been up to during this whole conversation?
I can lead a team to track the bugs.
What has Theo been up to?
Theo's been kind of observing kind of everyone's reactions, just trying to parse things together. I think a good chunk of the time he would have spent drawing the cicadas and trying to understand just how heavy the dirt and the soil would have to be for these things to, how much earth they can unearth, given their size.
Go ahead and roll me a smarts roll.
Okay. Uh, 10.
10. If these things do in fact burrow into the ground, you figure that their burrows would have to be big enough that someone could easily fall into one. Like a fully sized human adult could easily fall through one.
I'm kind of thinking to himself for a moment.
This one's made for me.
Well,
My hole.
all things considered, considering the fact how big these things' mandibles are and how much mass it would have to be able to move through the earth, the holes should be pretty sizable, easy to see from the ground, or from up high at the very least, easy to see if you fall in. Theo was looking at the direction that they kind of came from, slash what remaining ones were trying to fly away towards. What direction was that again?
Northwest.
Northwest, okay.
Yeah, north-northwest. Just past the river here.
Oh, we could check past the river. Maybe get one of us up in a tree and see if we see these holes.
Connor,
Uh-huh.
question. My vault in that big ass library, would there be like information on other vaults there, or are they just sort of self-contained with only what their vault's doing?
There would be no information on any other vaults in your vault encyclopedia. Very, very rarely, above game, very rarely do vaults have information on other vaults, because, you know.
Why would they?
I don't know, I just wondered about the Fallout universe.
It's okay. It's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, your vault computer probably would not have information on other vaults.
I hesitate to start bringing in more people, but do you think we're gonna need more manpower? Should we be thinking about people to ask?
The more people you ask, the more supplies we'll need.
That is also true.
Old Cletus speaks up again.
Sometimes they think you patient
Translation.
He said that sometimes their pupation cycles can sync, and both strains of the cicada can hatch at once.
Oh, that's just fucking great.
And if these are the 17-year cicadas, and we haven't seen the annuals yet,
That's gonna be a hell of a lot of bugs.
Not to mention the fact if they start heading northeast too, it ain't just this place. They're gonna spread out across the whole goddamn wasteland.
Connor, above game,
uh-huh.
what time is it? In-game.
It is... Oh, in-game. It's pretty late in the evening. It's probably a bit past midnight at this point.
All right. Order of operations. We don't know anything right now. We need to look for these cicada-sized holes, follow what bugs may still exist, and start the cleanup. And I may not need to sleep, but the rest of you do. Is there any way we can at least get the injured cared for? Get the dead buried? I can stay up and work on as much as I can, but if we can organize who's ever still awake, which I assume will be everyone in the Emerald Acropolis, we can at least get things cleaned up and people rested so we can start search parties and everything else in the morning.
Maybe we could get started on it early.
We don't have
She
to
looks
worry about the
to
burials.
Kane.
Karen.
She looks to Karen. Do you guys need a lot of sleep? Do you need a rest?
As much as any other creature does.
Okay, fair. Sorry. I wonder if maybe you guys could get a start on looking for these holes outside of this area, see if there's like any pattern to where they're coming up. Not if you need to rest too, though.
We can look, at least. We shall scout, then.
Much appreciated.
Well, I'll go around the town and tend to whoever I can that's injured. Theo, you have experience as well, right?
Yeah, I do. Let me help you.
I think I saw a few in the White Razor camp that looked a little banged up.
That being said, Cynthia, you might want to go check up on where all the ghouls are held up. I can't really stay in there much.
That's fine, I don't mind. What about the, maybe Apex, would you mind gathering up all the bugs? Acquire them for meat and whatnot? You seem to enjoy breaking their legs off. You can start processing them now.
I finish off the one that I was eating.
Oh,
I'm sad that
good sound effect, but oh.
I'm sad. That was gross.
For those
Method acting!
For those at home, that was a carrot.
Yummers.
Liar. That was a bug.
You're right. I was
know
eating a full bug.
Yeah.
You can't eat
Eating a
them.
full cicada.
She knows my
Sure,
secret.
sure.
Apex nods and goes off to look for slaughtered bugs to add to a pile. And if he finds any fun bug variants, like, you know, locusts, things like that, he'll probably snap interesting bits and pieces off of them. Proboscis. Things that
Cool
look like
shin
blades. Mandibles.
And as Cynthia is going around to treat ghouls and whoever else she needs to, which she'll be up literally all night. When everyone goes to bed, she will still be up, looking around, looking at things, cleaning things up, putting things away. She will be asking everyone she comes across what they saw, the movement of the bugs, anything that they can glean of like what happened, how, and any other information that might be useful.
Alrighty. Is anyone else doing anything for the remainder of the night?
Theo will do some of the first aid and triage to the people who aren't ghouls, just because he can't be in that area for too long without taking radiation. And during that time, anyone who needs it, he will give away Rad-X, and any treatment he will not obviously charge for.
Alrighty.
Assume we're also going to be using some of the equipment locally to the Emerald Acropolis, since we are doing pro bono work.
Yes. There are like designated huts for people to take sick and injured people. And there's sizable tents as well. Like you would be used to seeing something like this on the Warfront, Cynthia. These look like forward hospital tents, sort of.
The Louise will, as they're sort of parting for the evening to do their stuff, sort of poke over to Johann and mutter under her breath, Say, he's a little too proud to mention it, but is there any place that a person could get some rads taken off?
Who are you saying this to?
Johann.
If you can find some Radex around here, that would be your best bet, but we don't exactly have much in the way of technology for that kind of thing. Nor much need, if you understand.
He means rat away, right?
Did I say Radex?
You said Radex.
Then yes, rat away is what I meant.
Do you think I'd find any in a trading tent or somebody trading it?
You might. We've been hanging on to some stores of it, I think, in the bazaar.
Thumbs up. Perfect. All right.
When we're breaking party, I'll look over at Jet. Hey, I got a suggestion for you.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's about the oil supply chain. I've been thinking about it, and when we were talking last week, I brought it up. It's about Greystone. You know as well as I do, when we left it, there was good supplies. It's been a number of years.
Yeah.
There might be some good Appalachian stone, good material and whatnot there. That could certainly go ahead and shore our stuff. Say
You
nothing
ain't-
about there might be some more of, you know, what's lying in your sword. It's a long shot, damn long shot if there's still any of that there, but it might be the best thing we have, and if there is, I mean, Jet, think about what we could make out of that. That could definitely save our damn hides.
You ain't going all the way back out there to pick up some stone. That place has probably been picked clean by now.
You know how well hidden some of that shit was.
I do. I also know the kind of people I run with. And the kind of desperate that get you looking in places that you never looked before.
What
Just
do you
leave
think? You
it,
think it holds
Alvin.
water?
Just...
All right. I felt you should know. I'm gonna rest up. You were saying we got a lot of work.
Yeah, you do that.
All right.
And now, back to Cynthia. So, Cynthia, you, what were you asking again?
I'm asking if anyone noticed any... Basically, are there any patterns? Where generally did the bugs come from? Did it seem coordinated? Like, is there any information that's going to help us find out more about what happened? Essentially.
Yeah, as you're going around and talking with people, the stories begin to add up. Generally, what you learn is that there were never more than 10 at any part of the camp, any individual camp at one time. They die pretty quickly.
Okay.
And they leave behind this sort of dangerous radioactive goop.
Okay.
They didn't seem to come from any one direction, but they came all at once. And you corroborate this last bit of information with the things that Apex has heard and seen, that when the attack was over with, any of the surviving cicadas flew to the northwest.
Now, with all of the picking up, cleaning up, rounding up dead bodies, trying to get all that squared away, would that take me the entire night, or would I have a little extra time?
There is a lot of people. Basically, everyone in the Acropolis is chipping in on getting these things out of the streets, and so it doesn't take you nearly as long as you initially thought, actually.
Okay.
Because everybody's pitching in on this.
Okay. So we're getting all the injured people taken care of. We're moving the dead to, you know, a burial site of some form. The bugs are taken care of. Any structures that may have... Were any structures damaged at all?
Some structures were not like necessarily targeted for damage, but there are some places that have been like knocked over tents or knocked over supply closets that are fairly easy to repair and get back up in working order.
Okay.
Between you and Theo, you both save everyone who was injured. No one else dies from their wounds.
Okay.
That's cool.
Between all of the bugs that showed up, the irradiated meat buys the mutant population of the Acropolis another 5 days worth of rations.
Nice.
Apex, another one.
Noise!
In terms of the bodies, however, there's no burial ground to speak of that any of you really notice. And it becomes apparent why, if anybody lingers in the Grand Square, you see
Going to.
the dead that are being rounded up. There's not much of them, but there is some. There's
Right.
obvious mourning happening, but there's also these there are like not a huge roaring fire, but there are these like big like fire pits that have been made.
Okay.
One for each body.
Got it.
And a couple super mutants carry over what looks like the bodies that have been bundled up. Johann steps in front of the group as the bodies are laid in front of each of these pyres.
I understand that this is a shock for many of you. This is our first bit of hardship that the people of the Emerald Acropolis have had to deal with. And it pains me that I was not able to protect these few. But you are all alive. And I hope, through the efforts of my trusted advisors and my good friends, that I can keep you all safe this time. And their strength will be added to our own. This is the way of us super mutants. This is the way we continue to grow. Life gives life.
And you hear "life gives life" sort of reverently murmured in a somber tone over the crowd as the bundled up bodies are lashed with ropes to sticks. And you see now that each of the individual bodies are being placed up above, just above the flames of these large pits. And the super mutants are beginning to rotate them like spits.
What?
I mean, waste not.
After a while, it seems as though the direct families of the ones lost have a moment to say their last goodbyes. The humans that died, they'll leave it there. However, the ghoul and well, there are no mutant casualties, but the ghoul casualties, you see them beginning to open up the bundles that these corpses have been laid into and beginning to pull out bits of flesh and consume them. As some sort of ritual cannibalism appears to be taking place. Eventually, more and more people begin to move over to these bundles and pull this food.
Theo's gonna look a bit concerned, but it's really not much to stop this.
So, wait, are they also eating the dead humans? Or are they leaving
They
the
are
humans
also eating the
alone?
dead humans, correct.
Okay. Are the humans cool with that?
If they're not, they have not made it known.
How do the humans look during this period of time?
You'll notice a lot of them. You'll notice a lot of them have filed out of the grand square for this.
Okay, so this might not be the first time this has happened.
It's possible.
Okay.
It seems like the people that are still lingering are maybe the families.
Right. Cynthia's gonna look at Johan for a minute, like, this is normal? We're all cool with this? This is a thing we do?
He just nods.
Apex is debating getting in line.
Oh my god.
It's like, Apex, no.
Sticks with his bug.
While that's happening, Cynthia's gonna just start investigating to the northwest. Not going full tilt, like leaving town or anything, but just since people are still up and she's not completely by herself, she's just gonna kind of go that way because obviously there's nothing to do in town right now.
Okay.
Apex probably would as well when he decides not to eat people.
After
He'd
deciding,
wanna get he'd probably after deciding cannibalism. You know what? Like it's one of those when
Maybe
in
not
Rome
today.
Cannibalism.
It was one of those when in Rome kind of things, but it's like maybe not.
a bit
She
much
puts her
right
hand on
now,
his
maybe.
Just puts a hand on his shoulder. I don't recommend it.
He'd probably also start getting a head start for tomorrow's scouting as well. He'd probably sleep outside tonight anyway.
Okay, and you are heading to the northwest for this, correct?
Northwest.
Okay. Important question. Do you cross the river?
How far outside? Like how far would I have to travel to get to the river?
You would have to travel outside of the Acropolis. It's the main body of the Acropolis. If you see there on the map here, there's like a little bridge here that's been built.
Kinda, yeah. Oh yeah.
Right, yeah.
If there was a bridge, he might go just beyond it, depending on how militarized it is right now.
Okay. There do appear to be some ghoul guards that have been posted with hunting rifles, and they don't pay you much mind, as they know you're Johan's friends. Zool and Cairn will slink up next to you two.
I assumed this was to be our task.
Just because it's your task doesn't mean you're the only one doing it. There's a lot of land out there to cover.
Indeed. Then let us move swiftly before the sun rises.
Cynthia nods and they walk forward.
You all begin stomping out into the woods just beyond the grounds of the Emerald Acropolis, seemingly untouched by human hands, or any hands that may have once been human at the very least. You wander out into the forest of this blackened wood. And eventually, Cynthia, your shoe brushes up against a patch of freshly tilled dirt.
Oh. Well, looky here.
Apex, your
Oh,
eyes are
got
drawn
it.
elsewhere
My eyes are drawn elsewhere. One sec.
as you look out to all of these trees. You see, littering them, are these large, empty carcasses. This hollow carapace clinging to trees that looked drained dry. And there must be hundreds of them. And with that knowledge, that's where we're going to end the session for this week.
Oh, no.
In 2 weeks.
Whoo-wee! That's some gateway right there.
That was some
Good
gateway.
gateway. It's good gateway.
Good gateway. 1,000 years.
Gateway.
1,000
That's a-
years.
But,
A million
but not
years
next week.
gateway.
Connor, just curious, do we have DEET in this world?
Do you have DEET?
Deet?
You know, like a bug killer?
Oh,
Oh.
yes. It's called a 44.
Sweet. I have some of that. Hooray! I have bug repellent.
Apex.
Quick,
kills
use your
bugs
shoot gun
dead.
to kill them.
Well, with
I think
that,
assault gun would work.
the mystery of the fields beyond the Emerald Acropolis, the civilization roiling beneath it, and with all of the other mysteries left unsolved, with the archers, with the power armor, with what this means for the Wasteland as a whole, will be resolved in a couple weeks' time, as next week we are going to be off for Gateway, but rest assured, you are going to be feasting on something.
I don't like that phrasing at all.
Especially not after this episode.
Carrot.
Don't worry about
After the
it.
cannibalism episode, maybe not feasting. Maybe not feasting, Connor.
Unfeasted.
Well,
I'd rather be famining.
Wait.
regardless, that will have to wait for next week. And then the week after, we should be back on for some more Gateway.
Gateway.
That's actually correct.
Sounds
But-
That would be the
some sort of-
26th.
Sounds
Indeed.
like there might be some sort of plan for next week, but it's unclear right now.
Indeed. There is a plan. You'll find out what
Big
that
ol'
is
stuff.
later. But for now, let's go around the horn and de-introduce ourselves, starting with Boobs and Balrog.
Hi, hey, hello. My name is Caitlin Elizabeth, also known as Boobs McBalrog all over the internet because I can never escape that name because I've had it for too long now. It's on my IMDb, it's never going away. I don't think I'll have time to do anything online. I desperately want to get back to streams, but it's just not in the cards right now. I see Blackfoot Fairy. Thanks for using my little emotes in there. I will be back when we are back. That's me, everybody.
Aw,
Other than- go
yeah.
Check out my social media because I'm going to announce a ton of stuff, especially this week. I will say, if you haven't followed me on socials, this is going to be the week to do it because boy howdy, I got some stuff this week. Very excited. Anyway, that's me. Yeah.
Excellent. Very cool. Can't wait to see what it is.
Me too.
Up next, we've got my very good friend, Fringe Type.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Fringe Type. I'm a writer and a voice actor. You can find me on twitch.tv/Fringe Type. I stream throughout the week. I play horror games on Thursday of Sarah. And then throughout the week, I play retro games, horror games, and RPGs. My current love is a very beautifully done Metroidvania called Mandragora. That's very, very fun. I'm doing a donathon to raise money so I can go ahead and be financially secure. I got a bunch of debts and whatnot I'm trying to clear out. And also getting my car serviced. That's another thing I'm trying to do. Yeah, hold together. Sweet little 2016 Ford Focus. I love you, little car who won't break down, right? Love you, car. Let's see. I talked about my day at the start of the stream, so for the end, I'll tell you. I am, like I said, I am a writer. I've been writing a number of series for radio shows I want to go ahead and do in the future. That's a writing exercise, but so I've been reading through some of these episodes I wrote, and some of these might hold water, so I might do a stream where I go ahead and just read a couple of those for you on occasion. So if you want to go ahead and see writing, literature, playing retro games, old games, and games that you've probably never seen or you have seen on a Steam sale and you're like, is it any good? I play them on twitch.tv/fringetype. Oh yeah, I've also been known that I'm funny. Humor is not available in all areas, I'm sorry. Okay, that's me.
Right on. And up next, we've got Lanny Bador.
Well, that's me. Find me all over the internet, Lanny Pator. Check out Tales Unwritten if you like D&D content. Very fun show. I'm a little biased, but, you know, I'd recommend it. Beyond that, I've been getting kind of into Hades 2 recently. I'm waiting for a couple of things to come out that I really want to play, and Hades 2 is kind of filling a nice little void for me right now. So if you want to watch me try to kill some time, it's a joke if you know, you know. And tune on in. I'll probably be playing some tomorrow evening. That's me.
Yeah, alrighty. Yeah, up next we've got Sarah.
You didn't say the thing. Yeah, I'm on Blue Sky and YouTube at Sarah Nation with Amelia. I got nothing to show. So, yeah. See you guys next time.
Yeah. And up next we've got Xanalis Grimm.
That's me. I am in a lot of TT RPG content, starting with tomorrow, twitch.tv/burnoutfawn at 3:30 p.m. PST. For some more of those who wander, D&D campaign Spooky in the Realms of Dread. Then, Monday, it turns out I also have a lot of cancellations, so I'm actually just going to kind of keep quiet about stuff, because some stuff might be happening. Any information about what I'm doing, particularly next week, just check on my Blue Sky at Xanalis Grimm. But I think that's it for me.
Very well. And I suppose that just leaves me. They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. You can find all of my TTRPG content over at youtube.com/Devils and Dice Rolls and patreon.com/Devils and Dice Rolls if you feel like maybe supporting my channel and what I do. Maybe getting some supporter benefits as well, which I may or may not actually put out when I have time, which I don't. But yes. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be some Fallout 2. We're playing through that game. We're in Vault City. That's an interesting prospect. But I've been having a blast with that game so far. Yes, that's about it for me. This episode of Gateway was brought to you in part by Die Hard Dice.
Die Hard Dice!
That's right. Die Hard Dice is, as always, your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you don't know dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10%. As well, check out our merch store, our spring store, where we've got all sorts of fantastic designs available for you to have whatever bit of apparel or water bottles or other products as you want. There's all sorts of stuff there available now on our Spring store with more designs coming in the future. And, of course, we could not do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you. We've got Bull Honkin' Eater, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Just started watching Season 2 of Bandadan, and every time Sarah's character comes on, I'm always like, thanks, Sarah. Woohoo! Midnight Road White, thank you for the 60 months of Prime subbage. I Make Things Up, thank you for the 60 months. It's my sub's first day of kindergarten. Yeah, right. I bet you made that up.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
16 months seems a little short for that.
Indeed. And finally, we've got Mr. Snacks with 49 months. Thank you so much for that. And with that...
Getting closer to kindergarten with that one.
Indeed. With that, we need to find somebody to raid. But who can we raid?
But where?
Strength 24. My friend is playing some Valheim, maybe?
Sure. There's a game I haven't played in a while.
I know, right? I haven't seen it since the big update.
I love video game.
Me too.
What did you say it was? Strength?
Strength 24. 2-4. Strength 2-4.
I see. Yeah, right. And what should our raid message be?
Cannibalism.
Cannibalism!
Yeah!
Bugs and cannibalism.
So many bugs.
With a big friendly exclamation point.
Cannibalism.
Cannibalism!
Wow! For the kids!
Kids.
For the whole
Are the
family.
kids the cannibals or the cannibalized? You decide.
Oh no, Sarah.
It's like Jeff Goldblum always said, life finds a way. And with that, thank you all so much for stopping by and watching today's episode of Gateway. For now, take care, everybody. Give Strength 24 our best. Bye-bye for now.
Goodbye.